Hello, hello. Sir David the Bard, I'm coming to you here from Bakersfield, California. I like the oil wells, and I like the big trucks, and it's fun. Bakersfield used to be a little tiny town, but now it's, a lot of belt buckles and boots here now. Anyway, I wanted to report on the Mormon 181st conference that they had in Salt Lake City. Now, they said there were hundreds of thousands of people who watched them, okay? I have more people that watch me than that, okay? But anyway. The Mormons get these guys up and put an echo chamber on their microphones and stand up at the podium, which used to be an old tree of Hinckley's. Before Hinckley died, he wanted that tree to be the podium, so every prophet had to stand there and remember Hinckley. No vanity there, folks. Anyway, they give all these talks about they can't accept gay people and gay marriage, and oh my God, it goes on and on about all kinds of crap. Well, people can watch it on TV now. Nobody does. Nobody does. But anyway, the Mormons wanted to leave an impression with this conference concerning their health and welfare. They said they're up to 15 million people, and somebody said, well, when did that happen? And the other person said, well, since last night. So they don't tell the truth. They don't have 15 million people. They have 4 or 5 million people. Anyway, they wanted to leave an impression on the world about Joseph Smith and their policies, procedures, and doctrine. They spent millions of dollars to do this. Okay, now let me tell you what's in the headlines of the Salt Lake City papers. Not in the Desert News that is owned in the public relations arm of the Mormon Church, but the Desert, or the Tribune, Salt Lake Tribune, which is a real newspaper. First of all, they had one conference speaker. I can't think of his name. It's O-D-E-A apostrophe S or something. Older geek guy up on, and no one even knows what the subject of his talk was. But there was a fly flying all around him, and the guy is going like this, and then the fly lands on his nose, and he's cool. He's cool. He doesn't do that. He's just cool. Then the fly flies around some more. That's what's in the damn headline, not his talk. No one knows what the hell the talk was. It was boring and stupid. But the fly was funny stuff. And somebody said, well, flies land on shit. And they don't leave shit. Now, all of the talks were published and are out. Nobody reads them. They don't care. Anyway, his didn't come out for hours and days, and people thought, well, why doesn't his talk come out? Well, the Mormon Church edited the fly. So his talk now is without the fly. His fly was open while he was speaking, but the fly that was flying, that wasn't there. So anyway, comedy to the Mormon Church, and they'll probably get the flies out of the conference center, but they actually went to all the trouble of holding his videotape for days and days while they edited the fly. So that's one of the things that is remembered of the 183rd conference, whatever it was. So anyway, now here's the other thing that was remembered. There's 3 things. Okay, one of them was, it was either the day after or the day before the conference. Salt Lake City has a run-in-your-underwear sport. Now, these are 14-year-olds that are chased by old men with hats on that are pretending to be Joseph Smith. They're looking down inside the hat to see which 14-year-old is going to be theirs. So you have all these 14-year-old girls running in their bras and underwear, and they run from downtown Salt Lake up to the Capitol building past Temple Square. So all the people on Temple Square, all the guys that are so sexually repressed, they got their binoculars. Yeah, Jesus. So anyway, that was one thing to remember about the Mormon conference. The underwear run and the fly on the guy's nose. Damn, I should write this shit down. I should write it down. What's the third thing that... You know, I can't remember. Hey. Anyway, the Mormon Church was trying to make an impression, and they made a hell of an impression on the world with the underwear run. And there were some older people that ran. It wasn't just 14-year-old girls. If it was 14-year-old girls, I would have been there. But, nah, I'm in Bakersfield. Hell, I'm in Bakersfield. So that third thing, damn, what was it that was so funny that they... Oh, the women! The women wanting to be in the priesthood. There was about 200 to 300 women that showed up at the conference center the Mormons owned, and they, you know, have their conference from the conference center. Well, it was the priesthood meeting that the women were not allowed into. It was men only, and boys, men and boys. And they would look and see if you had a penis. If you had a vagina, they'd take you aside. Anyway, that was in the headlines. Women feeling that they were discriminated against in the priesthood of the Mormon Church, and generally the doctrine of the Mormon Church. So no one remembers the conference. No one remembers the talk. No one remembers, well, they do remember Monson bemoaning his wife and her passing away. I'm sure that was traumatizing to him. But is a general conference anywhere to air that grieving process? Well, they got no judgment. The Mormons are all in a bubble. He thinks that the whole Mormon bubble misses his wife as much as he does. So anyway, the headlines of the Mormon Church was the underwear run, the fly on your nose, fly lands on shit, and women going, what the hell? What the... Finally, the Mormon women standing up for themselves. So anyway, the Mormons did make a big impression at conference time. Thanks.